Welcome to one of the most fascinating Group F openers of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Inside the magnificent Dallas Stadium, officially AT&T Stadium, in Arlington, Texas, a venue boasting a World Cup seated capacity of 94,000, making it the largest venue at the entire tournament, the Netherlands and Japan go head-to-head in a fixture that carries enormous weight for both nations. The Netherlands line up in a 4-3-3, Robin Roof in goal, Denzel Dumfries, Jan-Paul van Hecke, Virgil van Dijk, and Mickey van de Ven across the back four, Frankie de Jong, Ryan Gravenberch, and Tijani Reinders in midfield, with Crescencio Somerville, Daniel Malin, and Cody Gakpo leading the attack. First-choice goalkeeper Bart Verbruggen sustained a hip injury in the Netherlands' final World Cup warm-up, forcing a significant call from Ronald Koeman. Malin's terrific form in 2026 with Roma should earn him the nod ahead of record Dutch goalscorer Memphis Depay in the number 9 position. For Japan, Zion Suzuki starts in goal behind a back three of Hiroki Ito, Takehiro Tomiyasu, and Ko Itakura. Ritsu Doan and Keito Nakamura serve as wingbacks with Ao Tanaka and Daichi Kamada in central midfield. Takefusa Kubo and Junya Ito operate alongside Ayase Ueda up front in Moriyasu's 3-4-2-1 system. Japan's most notable absentee is Captain Wataru Endo, who announced his international retirement after failing to recover from a foot injury, while livewire winger Kaoru Mitoma is also unavailable. On head-to-head history, this rivalry is remarkably thin. The Netherlands and Japan have faced each other just 3 times at senior international level, with each meeting coming this century. Their first encounter in September 2009 was won comfortably by Oranje, who scored 3 times in the second half through Klaas-Jan Huntelaar, Wesley Sneijder, and Robin van Persie. At the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, Sneijder struck the only goal in Durban before his team went all the way to the final. Then, nearly 3 years on, Japan finally scored their first goals versus the Dutch. Overall, Netherlands have won 2 of the 3 meetings, with 1 draw, and Japan are still winless against the Dutch. Tactically, this is a fascinating contrast of styles. Ronald Koeman's Netherlands deploy a possession-heavy 4-3-3 built around technical dominance in midfield, with de Jong as the tempo setter and Gravenberch providing dynamic box-to-box energy. Gakpo's creativity on the left and the pace of Malen and Somerville give the Dutch multiple ways to hurt opponents in transition. With expectations mounting at home, Koeman will be looking to demonstrate that his modern interpretation of Dutch total football can succeed on football's biggest stage. Their key strength is sheer squad depth and defensive solidity. Their qualifying record of 6 wins and 2 draws without a defeat, combined with a defensive unit that may be the strongest in the entire tournament, makes them a formidable proposition. The weakness, as history reminds us, is their tendency to underperform the sum of their parts on the biggest occasions. Japan, meanwhile, are not here to make up the numbers. Under Hajime Moriyasu's 3-4-2-1 system, they press relentlessly in compact blocks, suffocate space, and strike with devastating efficiency on the counter. In the last 9 months alone, Japan beat Brazil in Tokyo before heading west to beat Scotland and England in their own backyards. Japan showcased their potential to upset the established order back in 2022 when they topped a World Cup group containing Spain and Germany. Their key weakness remains their vulnerability to sustained, high-quality pressure. When the press is bypassed, their back three can be exposed by quick combinations. The key players to watch are Cody Gakpo, whose ability to drift inside and create in tight spaces will be crucial for the Dutch, and Virgil van Dijk, who at 34 remains arguably the world's most authoritative center-back. For Japan, Takefusa Kubo, technically the most gifted player on their roster, is capable of a moment of magic that can change any game, while Daichi Kamada's reading of the game in the double pivot will be vital to controlling transitions. Netherlands are unbeaten in their last 9 opening matches at the World Cup, winning 7 and drawing 2, with their last opening game defeat coming as far back as 1938. Moreover, they are unbeaten in 16 straight group stage matches. Japan, equally, have won their opening match in their last 2 World Cup appearances. On World Cup history, the Dutch are genuinely one of football's great underachievers in the best possible sense. No other nation has finished runner-up as often without winning the trophy, following final defeats in 1974, 1978, and 2010. Overall, Netherlands have won 54.5% of their World Cup matches, a rate bettered only by Brazil and Germany in tournament history. Japan, meanwhile, are appearing at their 8th World Cup, and their singular ambition is to break through to a quarter-final for the very first time. As for probabilities, models estimate a 47.72% chance of a Netherlands win, a 33.34% chance of a Japan victory, and an 18.94% probability of a draw. Those numbers tell their own story. This is far closer than the seedings suggest. The prediction: the Netherlands have the slightly higher ceiling and enough individual quality to find a goal in a tight match, but Japan are good enough to make them sweat and entirely capable of nicking a result. Expect a disciplined, intense contest where the Dutch edge it, a narrow 2-1 victory for the Orange, with Japan making them earn every single point. But do not be surprised if the Samurai Blue produce yet another giant-killing moment under the Texas sky. This is the World Cup. Anything is possible.